Now, the ANC has raised concerns over the unexpected arrival of over 150 Palestinian refugees in Johannesburg, warning that South Africa shouldn't become a target for depopulation efforts. My name is Alokwan, and these are the news that matter the most. Now, on the 13th of November 2025, a chartered Global Airways flight landed at OR Tambo International Airport carrying 153 Palestinians fleeing the war-torn Gaza Strip. Now, the passengers, including families with young children and a pregnant woman, were initially denied entry due to missing exit stamps in their passports and lack of pre-coordinated asylum applications. Now, the ANC's National Executive Committee is calling for an investigation into how the intelligence services failed to warn the government about the arrival of the 153 Palestinians. The NEC members are concerned that some individuals might have paid up to 30,000 rands to be taken to South Africa, raising questions about potential human trafficking. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa described the incident as mysterious and hinted at deeper concerns about forced displacement. The government has launched an audit of the Department of International Relations and Cooperations and probes by intelligence agencies and the Department of Home Affairs. And also humanitarian organizations, including Gift of the Givers, have provided assistance to the refugees, offering accommodation, food, medical support, and legal care. The South African government eventually allowed 130 passengers to disembark, with 23 continuing to other destinations. The Palestinian embassy in South Africa has accused an unregistered and misleading organization called Al Majid of exploiting Gaza's desperation and orchestrating the flight. There's speculations about potential human trafficking or even a covert effort to depopulate Gaza. And with that being said, the South African government has granted the 130 Palestinian refugees a 90-day visa exemption on humanitarian grounds, and they are currently being housed in various locations across Johannesburg. Some of the refugees are staying with South African families who've offered them support, and others are accommodated in hotels or rental properties arranged by humanitarian organizations, and the government is providing care and support during their stay. And just a couple of days ago, it was said that the people who were deported to Eswatini, the US government paid Eswatini $5.1 million to house those people. Now, do you think that the same arrangement was made with these Palestinian refugees? What are your thoughts?